The Great Flood, Part 2, Sentences 8, 9, and 10. We have come to the end of Part 2, which is completed with 3 short sentences. Aqua cunctas terras occupabat is the first of these short sentences. It's easy to see almost immediately the structure of this sentence. How do I know? Because when I see cunctas and terras, I notice that they both end with the letters as, which makes them a direct object. My verb, occupabat, must have a direct object. And the T indicates I can have a singular subject. Aqua is a singular subject form. So sentence 8 should be translated with this word order. Aqua occupabat cunctas terras. Sentence 9. Viri feminae liberi cassae templa quoque aqua delebantur. I see a lot of words strung together with commas. That's very English, very modern. An ancient Roman text would probably use the word et between every one of those items. But editors of this particular story decided that the commas would help modern speakers feel more comfortable with the structure of the sentence. We have a list. And when we have a list of nouns like this, viri feminae liberi cassae templa, they are all in the same case. What case is that? Well, what case can end with I, AE, and A? And still be the same case. And you'll discover that if you look on your noun chart at the plural nominative row. You see AE, and then I, and then A. You also see ES, but we don't have any nouns here that end with ES. So each of these words, viri, feminae, liberi, cassae, and templa, serve as the subject of the sentence. Now let's focus for a moment on the verb in this sentence, delebantur. The first thing I notice is this enter on the end of the verb, which tells me that the subjects are not doing anything, but this verb is being done to them. This is a passive voice verb. The enter tells me that. The reason it ends with enter is because I have more than one subject. The ba in front of the enter tells me I am in the imperfect tense. So were destroyed or were wiped out is the translation of delebantur. That's what was done to all of these things. They're the subject though, so you have to start with them. The viri, the feminae, the liberi, the cassae, the templae. Quoque also were destroyed. Now I've got a footnote on number 8, aqua. Am I supposed to use water also as a subject? Let's look at the footnote. Number 8 says that aqua is an ablative of means or instrument. So this is the object that was used to complete the action of the verb. So how were these things destroyed? Aqua, by aqua, or with aqua. The final sentence is only 3 words and looks remarkably simple. It appears as though cuncta mare erant should say, all the seas were. But that doesn't make any sense. And if I look at it more closely, I soon realize that cuncta, the adjective cuncta saum, cannot describe mare. Want to know why? Mare, if you look on the vocabulary list, is a third declension neuter noun. Mare is singular. Cuncta could be singular, but if it is, it would be feminine. and then it couldn't describe Mara. So what's happening with kunkta? Where does that A come from? If it's not feminine, what is it? Well, the only other choice for it is neuter. This is a neuter adjective being used like a noun. The A, which is neuter, we're going to translate as things, all things. Or you could even translate kunkta as everything. And it's actually serving as the subject of the verb, because look at the verb errant. Errant is plural, nt. All things errant were Mara, the sea. Kunkta adjectives, especially when they are in the neuter plural or neuter singular forms, but especially the neuter plural forms, may sometimes serve as a noun. They can stand in as a noun. All things or everything, kunkta, were Mara. This brings us to the end of part 2.